on my feet. Put all over me. Louboutin and Valentino, you ain't getting what you see. Prada on my feet. Put all over me. Louboutin and Valentino, you ain't getting what you see.
Hello. How's it going, people? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. It is Tuesday, the 19th of August. Hope everyone's had a fantastic Tuesday. Everyone's feeling great. Everyone's had a great time, work week, and everything is feeling great. But yeah, of course, Arsenal. Less than 2 weeks left in this transfer window, and of course, no sales. No signings since Gyökeres. Meanwhile, our rivals are signing everyone all over the place. Let's just say it as it is. No arguments about that. And I'm not going to lie, more and more, this damn guy who is getting called Andrea Berta, Montgomery Berta, or just Bert and Ernie and all this stuff. You know, Mikel Arteta and the Sesame Street, Bert and Ernie and all this stuff. We all know how this goes, are looking more fraudulent by the second. And now are the biggest worries, because we saw against United, we saw against during the preseason, we saw last year, and we saw the year before that, yeah, our left side is absolutely screwed up, and there is no recovering. There is no recovering. Let's just say it as it is. There is no recovery unless Arsenal basically splash the cash. And it looks like Arsenal are very, very, very reluctant to do that, which is not great. I'm not going to lie, which is definitely not great. So today on the stream, we're going to talk about some players maybe going out. Who knows? Because it doesn't look too promising. Let's just put it that way. We're going to look maybe at some players coming in, because that is literally going to be pure on speculation. It's going to be pure on waffle, to say the least. But hey, we got to talk about it because, well, it's Arsenal, it's surrounding Arsenal, and we need to talk about this because, let's be real, it's getting to that point where, oh bloody hell, is it rough? Oh bloody hell, is it destroying us? And oh bloody hell, am I worried for this season? Because overall, I genuinely must admit, for all the top Gunners, all this waffle they have said early in June, when I already asked where are the signings, and they said, don't worry, relax, they told me. It's just start the window, relax. It's only 1 month into the window, but Club World Cup happened, relax. It's only July. And now, what now? Relax for what? Less than 2 weeks? We are not ready. We haven't sold anyone, and it's looking like sheer and utter BS mess. So make that as you will. I'm kind of open today doing something different as well. If people want to join on the stream, just drop me a DM on Twitter or WhatsApp or wherever. I will send the link if people want to come on and talk about it. But yeah, it's actually insane. Definitely need like and subscribe, people. Like the stream, subscribe if you're new, and leave your thoughts down the live chat as well. Big up. Well, this is bad season. Lucky to finish 4th. Might get 5th. The squad is a total mess and no sales yet. And apparently Trossard has a new deal. And to be honest, whilst literally we are here, since you've mentioned it, I'm going to pull this up. Because this needs to be investigated. Because I can live maybe with Trossard new deal, but for the sheer amount we have get told that he's going to go, it's actually total embarrassment. Leandro Trossard has agreed a new contract at Arsenal. Contract agreement will increase his salary. Yes, Trossard's salary is skyrocketing. Yet his deal on terms of the length of the contract is, well, staying the same. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting. He had a contract till 2027. He was on 80 grand a week or 90 grand a week. He's now going to earn over 100 grand a week. I would assume 120, 130. And he's still going to be on the same length, like protecting his value? Or aren't we already in a situation where all these big wages are screwing up our sales? Because one of the biggest reasons why we cannot sell our players is because of the wages, the goddamn wages. 150 for Bart Simpson from Ukraine, Nelson on 100 bags, God knows why. What else is there? Fabio Vieira. Everyone wants him, allegedly, according to Edu and Arteta. No. Nobody wants him. Let's be real. And when somebody wants him, Arsenal are asking some ludicrous amounts. So nobody actually are going to buy them. Hence, we will going to be stuck with them. And Arsenal, towards the end part, are going to pull off their signature move where they basically terminate the contract or let the player go for free. I guess that's what it is. That's what it is. Club never fails to amaze me, and that is the nuts part. You would think that the club has no more surprises for you after all these years supporting this club. But somehow they're always manage every single transfer window, pull something out of the bag. Just saying. We'll allow Eze to go to Spurs, and Rodrigo is most likely to go to City. Apparently City are out of that, but I don't think also Rodrigo might not leave. He will actually stay. He actually will stay. City because he gets more attraction. Yeah, Bert is looking like another fraud. Kind of feels that way. I'm doing great. I'm on vacation settings, so I'm feeling quite relaxed. Can have some beers, can relax, have some chill time, spend time with family, go out with kids, and all this stuff. Phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie. And only the second day. Phenomenal. How are you, by the way, Liam? Hit the likes and enter the stream, football family. Big up, big up, big up. Big up BBK Sports. Go show him some love. Go subscribe to BBK Sports. His link should be in the chat. And to be honest, I also can say this. If you want, you can come on. I'm not going to lie. For some proven people, in terms of I know them, people can come on and talk about all this stuff. We can't get rid of lots of players with 2 weeks left. We'll be lucky if we get a few. Complete joke. Yeah, big up AJ. Hope you're doing well. Hope Arsenal are not paining you too much in recent times. Like the stream, people. Subscribe if you're new. We ain't winning the league. We ain't winning the league. City looks fresh and brand new and improved, and Liverpool have improved. That's still weak defensively, but improved. Yeah, and Liverpool will even improve on top of that. Let's be real. We saw how bit of a mess their defense is, but that is understandable when they have lost 50% of their defense, and on top of that, one of their main creators, defense from defensive point of view. They will have to change things around, and once they figure this stuff out, oh bloody hell. Here is BBK's link. Go show him some love. Thank you, AJ. 871 subscribers. We are 29 away from 900. 29 away from 100. So show some love, people. Drop a sub. Drop a like. Leave your thoughts on the live chat. A skyrocketed control tower whole bench, if I speak. The nuts part is, it's kind of insane. Reports are Trossard is getting... How... $240,000 a week? I'm sorry. What? Yo, wait. Wait. What? Serious talk. What? Are we such a charity case? Can we afford that? $240 a week. For what? I'm sorry. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, my heart. Oh, bloody hell. 240. I'm good. Big up. On vacation too. Enjoy it. Enjoy it, brother. Enjoy. Big up Jaden World. We are not winning anything. Just let it go and accept it. I have let it go and accept it, but I will not stand for it. I will not stand for genuinely screwing up everything once again, not doing enough and losing everything it's possible. Arteta already has won 1 out of 22 or 23 imaginable trophies he could have won at the time at Arsenal. After this season, if he wins nothing again, it will jump to 28 or something like that. 240K. If that is true, I need to contact BBK and pull some strings to do some stuff, I guess, then. Trossard is getting rice money. Yeah, and that for what? For what? Big up, Gavin. Hope you're doing well. Footballers living nicely, to say the least, if Trossard can get 240 a week. And that's the nuts part. Trossard is not signing for a Saudi team. He's signing for Arsenal. Re-signing for Arsenal. 240 a week. He was on 90. So that's almost 3 times the salary increase. 3 times. I wouldn't say no at my job if I got the 3 times salary increase for, doing my regular job. I wouldn't say no to that. You wouldn't as well. You literally wouldn't as well say no to 3 times salary increase at this stage even per month. Like serious talk. At minimum, no Trossard is matching Gabriel Martinelli 180. Oh, Jesus Christ. That is 2 times the salary increase because Trossard at the moment is on 90 grand a week. So if that is the case, we will have basically 2 people who have woods for legs, literally who have trees for legs at 180 a week. Holy crap. Just resign. Fact, just resign. Get him out. Get him out if that is the case. Have a conscience. Exactly. Honestly, Northside is right. Bert's out. I'm not gonna lie. We are in that situation. Big up Andrew. Big up Andrew Maximchuk. Big up. Fake. Big up. I didn't embarrass myself with the greeting, renewing. No, you didn't. All correct. All perfect. No mistakes. All great. Renewing Trossard just shows the level of our ambition. Fact. And if it's true that he is going, look at this. Where is it? 240 grand a week. Reports are suggesting he will be on 240 a week or something as Martinelli, so that's 180. That is sheer and utter embarrassment. It's like Arteta choking me out with, just let it go. It's already over. Yeah, don't struggle. Don't do anything. It will be over before you know it. Like all this stuff, like what doctors say, just deep breaths and you will be out and it's going to be over before you know it. Rip off the Band-Aid and all this stuff. Kroenke out, Arteta out, Tim Lewis out, Garlic out, Win the Dog out, Andrea Berta out. Who else is there? All the players out and all this stuff. Like, it's actually getting to a point of embarrassment. Berta out, yeah. I was wrong about Berta. I hold my hands up. Same. I was hoping it would be something different. But I guess Andrea Berta has come here and he literally has no power. It looks that way because Mikel Arteta holds all the cards. That is the nuts part. That literally is the nuts part. Trossard signing a new deal on salary only, not extending his time, which is already insane to think of it when you have Aston Villa and all these teams in for him. And if what AJ said is true, that he is going to be literally, where is it? 240 grand a week. Or at worst, at best, to some, it depends how you look at it. At minimum, it will be Trossard is going to match Gabriel Martinelli's salary in 180 a week. 2 times the salary increase. What the actual flying F are we doing here? What is this club doing? What is this club doing? Are they purposely running the club into the ground? Because this is the prime example how the club goes in administration at the end of the day. Obviously, with Arsenal's ownership and everything, it doesn't seem like it could happen, but that's how you run basically your business into administration, overpaying everyone, making waste of your funds, investments you get. That's how you do it. And producing subpar product that basically at the end of the day has no results to show in the quarterly and annual meetings. This is what we're doing right now. Absolute embarrassment. Big up Shane. Big up Shane. Hope you're doing well. Big up Shane, the legend. Big up. Go subscribe to Shane if you haven't already. Speaks facts. Arsenal fan for the longest time, longer than I have been alive. I'm gonna be honest with you. He speaks only facts. He knows it. He knows the deal inside out and cooks Top Gooners daily, which is one of the best parts of the show. I'm not gonna lie. Oof. Big up YouTube censors. All clubs considering buying Arsenal's excess players are playing hardball. That's business, I'm afraid. If Arsenal wanted Eze, they could get him now, unless they have somebody else in mind. I would love to know who it is. Literally would have loved to know who it is. Because it's not going to be Rodrigo. Eze is done and dusted. Are we going to get Semenyo for like 65 mil? Will we go for Lookman? Or what? Or as they are suggesting, what's its face? Arsenal want to sign Champions League winner. Recently, I read that Lee Kang-in from PSG is available for sale if the proper offer comes in. Is he going to be the Champions League winner Arsenal want? How is he going to help our issues anyways? Like, this is... I'm not gonna lie, I'm ready to punch my monitor real hard. Arteta is the most controlling person I've ever seen. True. Berta hasn't been given enough power. Pointless hiring him. Exactly. Might as well hired Aitor or Sitsky. I don't know, Miss Pac-Man or something like Ernie or Miss Piggy or something in the place. Same result. If Arteta holds all the cards, might as well Arteta hired his own son for this position. Yeah, exactly. If Arteta's handiwork. Exactly. You're right. He holds the power for everything. Exactly. Like 15 plus million a year. He has his hands in every single cookie jar at the end of the day. We cannot escape it. The hope was that with Andrea Berta coming in, with a proper sporting director, he would actually hold some cards to throw a proper challenge to Mikel Arteta. But Mikel Arteta already lost the striker battle to Berta, because Arteta, we all know he wanted Šeško. Oh, sorry, Šeško. He wanted Šeško, right? But Berta basically got him, what's its face? Gyökeres, right? Now, he wasn't about to lose the Eze battle, because it looks like Eze actually was what Berta wanted. Doesn't look like Mikel wants him. Mikel wants Madueke. Mikel wants Zinchenko. He wants Jesus. He wants Havertz. He wants Fabio Vieira. He wants all the happy clappers at the end of the day. It's actually insane. Rangers 2-0 losing to Club Brugge. Club Brugge, what a club, man. What a club. Also, I'm looking at Crystal Palace are linked with their midfielder, Tziolis. And Tziolis is actually a very decent player, I'm not going to lie. Honestly, my focus is going to the Arsenal ladies. I don't care about the men until they're all gone. I'm not going to lie. I'm inching towards becoming, I don't know, Latvian Madridista or something like that. I'm not going to lie. Because this is starting to get out of hand. Big up my boss. Big up my boss. Hope you're doing well. 240K. Arsenal never learn. Exactly. Like, it's rinse and repeat, same mistakes. Every single window over the years, we screw up the summer window. We sell ourselves short, like 2-3 players. Shit hits the fan during the season. In January, we talk about fixing it, but we never do. Then the second part of the season, when we try to fix the issues, and it doesn't happen, obviously. Then summer hits. We know the issues need to be fixed, and we don't do them. We do something else. We go into the season again, short, unprepared. Again, season starts, shit hits the fan. We talk about January fixings. We don't do it in January. Second part of the season, we try to salvage it. Then summer comes, and just ring round and round and round and round, like Beyblade we spin, or Kylie Minogue, which one you prefer. And it's a never-ending story. So basically, no one wanted Trossard. It looks that way now. Big up Dre. Hope you're doing well today, my guy. Here is Shane's link as well. Go people, chalk him some love, subscribe to him. Proper Arsenal fan. Can we still loan him out? But that does do us nothing. Literally, loaning players out for us at this stage does for us F all. Literally. Like, that's about it. Only player, if we're not going to use, like, for example, Ranieri, signed a new deal. All this talk about him wanting more game time. First game against United, he doesn't get a kick off the ball. He sits on the bench. Then we hear that Eze signed, Ranieri extending his contract means Arsenal don't need Eze anymore. Like, make it make sense. How can you have shortness of quality players when you know that your squad is not good enough, is not deep enough, and you consistently struggle with creative part of the game, being more direct, causing more chaos in your advantage? How can you say no to those type of players, especially when you know when they are quality, good players, international players? Not to mention that Arsenal cannot sell their own international players. Zinchenko, who else is there? Well, Martinelli. We cannot sell our own international players, but we are saying also no to signing international players. Then in a few years, when we went to sell, we won't sell Trossard. We're going to let him go for free at the end of the day, because Trossard at the moment, how old is Trossard? Isn't he like 31? Trossard is 30 years old. This year in December, he's going to be 31. His contract runs out in 2 years. So by the time his contract runs out, he's going to be, 32. And let's be real. Who is going to buy a 31, 32-year-old backup if he's getting like 180 grand a week, 240 grand a week? Who is going to do that? Serious talk. Who is going to do that? Like, that is actually That is mezza business, to say the least. Because if we actually have put Trossard on at least 180 grand a week, to say the least, whole club should just be folded right here. Whole club should be just folded right here. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that is about it. Not to mention the obvious issues we have. Like these. Where is it? Like these. Issues at Arsenal. Because of wages. This is the third major why of this transfer window for me after signing Madueke. Not really going for Eze. Now we are done. Exactly. Trossard is the new signing. Oh, it's like a new signing, as Wenger said in January when Welbeck came back from injury. This is the same thing. Trossard extending his deal is like a new signing, isn't it? And again, I reiterate this. He didn't extend the length of his contract. His salary increased, not the length of the deal. Lee Kangin is not good enough. Exactly. Saka, Rice, Gabriel, and Saliba just leave, guys. Win trophies elsewhere. Yeah, you can say the same about Vanieri, Max Dauman. Get them out of the club before basically Arteta screws them up as well. Like, it's actually getting to a point where we're gonna be in top 6 race. Top 6 race. Not even top 4 race. Top 6 race. Like, when will people open their eyes and realize that this club is sinking? And quite rapidly to some extent. Let's be real, second place, some good results, beating Madrid is just painting over the cracks at the end of the day. It's not helping us in any way, shape, or form if we could keep this up. Saliba definitely off to Real Madrid next summer, yeah. And we will not get decent money for him as well. Last year of the deal, he's going to push for the move. Most likely we will get, what, at best 50 million for him, at best. We shouldn't. We should get about 70 to 80, but we're going to get 50. And then you have people like Igal and all them, man, saying, oh, I don't care. I'd rather Saliba stays till the end of his contract and we let him go for free. What? Like, it's actually insane. Big up Vigilante. Hope you're doing well today, my guy. Here's Vigilante's link as well. Show him some love, people. That number 2 for Odegaard is a problem. No one with quality has or have been brought in. They don't want to scare Pretty Boy. Exactly. They don't want to throw him a challenge. They don't want to challenge him. As long as he can do hair flicks, look pretty in the pictures, does some spinneroonies on the pitch, holds on for the ball too much, he's good. Like, he looks like he is doing much, but is he actually doing much? That is the biggest worry. Here's also Vigilante's football channel. Go subscribe to that as well, people. Gonna be no neutral fan this season. Trust me, it doesn't work like that. Even you want to be the neutral fan, when Arsenal kicks off, the neutrality just disappears. He wants to earn of me. Yes, man, forgive me. All good. I get it. Not emotionally invested. Like, I don't blame you. Hurts to say, but this club has no standards. Yep, they have absolutely been shattered, disappeared, and flushed down the drain. Unfortunately. As long as we get top 4, everyone is going to be a happy clapper. 15 likes. Big up, people. If you haven't already, drop a like, subscribe, and do all that good stuff, people. Come on. Get it to 2025. I can't blame you. I'm almost in the COVID period myself. Now we're interested in empty stadiums. Now our game is empty as well. Yeah, now it's reversed to some extent. Let's be real. Big up Hendon Gunnar. Hope you're doing well today, my guy. Big up Hendon. And all watching, just sit back, relax, and watch Arteta come crashing down. Everything is in place for him to fail once again. Yeah. And the nuts part is, no matter how much you think there is no possible way, they will find excuses. They will find reasons to justify him staying at the club. They will find them somehow. That is the nuts and the shameful part and the painful part of all of this. That is the nuts part. But it's all good, guys. As long as we keep on digging. Big up Waffle. Big up Abs. Hope you're doing well today, my guy. Go subscribe to Abs as well. Arsenal fan as well. Says it as it is. And everything. Also questions lots of things Arsenal do. Let's be real. Like, show some love. Does watch alongs. Has panel. Shows everything. Quality content. Big up Walla. Big up, bro. With Martinelli on the left, we are chalked. Facts. I'm not sure what happened to him, but he's just awful. Yeah. It's Arteta. It's confidence, injuries. You can put it all to combine. But I would say about 80-90%, it's 100% Mikel Arteta. Because Arteta had a blueprint. 22-23 season. How to play football. What's going to bring him some excitement? What could potentially bring him big success? Let's be real. We were 8 points clear. We screwed that up. It is what it is. Saliba got injured and everything. Okay, cool. But he didn't even tweak it. He didn't even a bit adjusted it. He completely tore up the blueprint and went completely straight opposite. He started to play a style which suits maybe 2 or 3 our starting players. He put every other player who gained advantage from the previous system to the bin, and he basically catered to the other ones. He had to do some minor adjustments only, but he tore it all up. He got a new plan, new system, and it has been basically downward spiral ever since. Yeah, here is Abs's link, Waffle Down's link. Go show him some love, people. To be fair, I actually prefer Trossard over Martinelli, but as keeping them both. Oh, mate, exactly. That is the biggest thing. That, unfortunately, is the biggest thing. Wait, let me check this if I can find it. Martinelli versus Trossard. There was a stat, which I don't know if you have seen, people, but I will definitely try and find it for you. If I can, on quick note. If I can find it. Here it is. I found it. Big up, people. I found it. This will be actually kind of nuts one, so bear with me here. This will be Martinelli versus Trossard stat, right? Here it is. Here it is. Wait, let me zoom in a bit more so you can see better. Here it is. For Arsenal, Leandro Trossard averages, for all the stats merchants, right? 0.61 goal involvements for 90 minutes as a starter. 0.84 goal involvements as a substitute. That is Leandro Trossard. Here is Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli manages 0.49 as a starter and 0.56 as a substitute. Based on these stats specifically, it doesn't matter whether Martinelli starts or comes off the bench, he performs worse than Leandro Trossard. Now, the thing is, Trossard's stats off the bench are quite fantastic. 0.84 as a substitute is very good stats. I'm not going to lie, for a bench player, rotational player who comes in basically late in the games, who plays on limited time. Good. Martinelli as a starter, that is sheer and utter rubbish. I'm not gonna lie. And Martinelli gets 180 grand a week for that. Martinelli gets less than half a point per game on average as an Arsenal player as a starter. And barely gets more than half a point per game as a substitute since he's been at Arsenal. If that isn't telling you already that something is wrong, I genuinely don't know what will. This is actually some insane stat. Personally, for me, if I look at this. Anyways, we keep digging with Mikel Arteta. Maybe we will find gold. Maybe Arteta will dig up a landmine, and he's going to basically screw himself up somehow. Trossard signs a new deal. Yes, Oscar. Big up, Oscar. He's signing a new deal, and potentially he's getting about 180 or 240,000 a week. Yeah, exactly. Surely it's not sustainable. Sure, I hope it's not true, to be honest. Because if Trossard signs a new deal, right? Same length till 2027, but increased salary. And he is sitting on 240 grand a week. Oh, bloody hell, if that is going to kill us. Big time, it's going to ruin us, to say the least. But yeah, Leandro Trossard is signing a new deal. Let me check if there is actually some talk about this. Trossard will have a salary increase to reflect valued role in the squad. That's what they're saying. He will get a salary increase compared to value than this squad. The question is, nobody's reporting how much is he going to get, which is very, very worrying because AJ already has put in the chat that he gets 240 grand a week potentially. And if that is true, oh my goodness gracious, are we done and dusted out here? To the maximum extent as well. It's not even like we are a tiny bit dusted. We are hella dusted. Like, that is the biggest worry for me personally. Oh, this is literally our it's like Cronkies are trying to sink the club. It's like they're trying to go bankrupt. I'm convinced that Arteta watches all these kind of shows from Yuli, Gunnar, Jez, Aaron, BBK, etc., and then endeavors to do the opposite of what is recommended. Dude, but that's sometimes that's how it feels like. You can see sometimes when you can go on streams, right, and you see that, for example, fans saying we should start Ranieri. We should maybe try Martinelli through the middle. Next game or the game after that, he actually plays them there for some weird goddamn reason, because there was no reason to play them there, but somehow he does. But most of the time when we on streams do these things where we talk about these criticizing maybe Lookmans and all this stuff, nada. Sometimes it also feels like we are talking here, spitballing basically ideas who could be Arsenal's left wing, right? We haven't been linked with Lookman throughout the whole window. We go on streams, we talk about potentially left-wing options, right? Paixão, Lookman, maybe someone like that or something, right? And all of a sudden, 2 days later, Arsenal are linked with Paixão. Oh, Arsenal are linked with Lookman. Oh, Arsenal are linked with Rodrigo. All of a sudden, out of nowhere. Like that also for me sometimes makes no sense. But hey, it is what it is, I guess. Andrew still Gabriel Martinelli and Trossard and by Visan Mitoma. Yeah, 100%. I'm all for it. Well, protecting his value FC in it, yeah, and then we cannot sell him anyways. Protect his value FC to let them go for free a bit later on, basically, or terminate the contract. That's how we do it. I bet Max will be glad to be in the youth all season sessions long. Could be the case. He went to Manchester with the main squad, and what he did, nothing. He wasn't even in the squad. Ranieri signed a new deal. He was holding bench heavily, to be honest, as well. Big up Drake Slicer. Sounds like a badass action movie name. I'm not gonna lie, Drake Slicer. Big up. Rangers tell Bruges 3-0 up. Big up. But you're so negative. Why are you so toxic? Well, if I'm toxic and negative for all the people, there is a red cross on the top right on the screen. Ciao, Bella. We are so toxic, guys, for wanting ambition. Exactly. Big up, Marlon. Hope you're doing well. Change your PFP as well from Ozil, I see. The baby. Big up. Big up, Ryan. One thing you wish the club did that is not about the squad or manager, or would either go back to Highbury or support the Ashburton army more. Big up, Robo. Big up, Ryan. What's the one thing you wish the club did? Sold the club. Sell the club to Saudis, to someone who cares about football. Because ironically enough, most of the successful clubs have owners that actually care about football or care about the club. And it's pretty much evident that these owners care more about what happens on that side of the pond with their LA Rams, Colorado Rapids, Colorado Avalanche, Denver Nuggets, their lacrosse team, and all this stuff. They have won stuff. And the money gets pumped in there. We haven't won shit. Excuse my French. And they don't care about us because we have one of the richest, if not the richest owners in Premier League. Yet, despite all that, we as a club, what it feels like, fund the other clubs there across the pond half the time. Be excited, as Josh said. Remember that? Then again, Stan Kroenke, as when he bought Arsenal, said, I didn't buy an Arsenal stake to win trophies. And that shows, to be honest. That literally shows. Kroenke is out. He needs more time of grief. Please, people, like the stream and subscribe if you haven't already. Damn, even Curtis couldn't take it and went on air. But guys, listen, don't leave. This is Barrymore. Like, what can you say? People who actually, let's just say, are wide awake, let's be real, like they see this. People who are not in the matrix, they see it. People who are in the matrix, like, it's gonna be long. We need Lookman. If you can't give me them only Rodrigo. Exactly, but we are not getting any of them. Let's be real. Let's not kid ourselves. We are not getting Rodrigo. At best, we are getting Lookman. And we are not even getting that. We are not even getting Lookman. Fabrizio, David Ornstein has confirmed that Arsenal are not in the race for Eze. Inter for Lookman has fallen through, so maybe we can get him. In other news, like we can talk about some some minor bits and bobs here or there, but it's not looking great. I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking great. Where is it? Here is some Stuttgart links. We all know the Stuttgart links, people. Stuttgart would be only willing to pay around 17 million pounds, including add-ons, for Fabio Vieira. Seems reasonable enough since he's done diddly squat for Arsenal, let's be real. Arsenal want to recoup as much of their 30 million as possible. You're getting more than half. What are we talking about here? And are willing to hold out to the right price. They want about 25 million for him. 25 million for this guy, you know? But Stuttgart are prepared to move on to other targets if necessary. Well, you might as well move on now because this is not going to happen. And this is the other thing. Arsenal value Jakub Kiwior as an important player, and so while Porto remain interested, just like Napoli or AC Milan, it is not an easy deal because Arsenal won about 40 or 50 million for him, and let's be real, nobody is paying that money for this guy. So yeah, we keep on digging, people. We keep on digging. Dig. Bloody hell, this club. What else is here? Sheesh, Martinelli is proper rubbish. Yeah, he is. We should have signed Lookman anyway. We knew we weren't going to get Rodrigo with the way how Arsenal does transfers that they don't bid, and the least hard way to get. Yeah, exactly. The Daily AFC is like the Lord of stats of Arsenal PR. That's a yeah. Sometimes there are some. That's the nuts part. When these Arsenal PR accounts and all this stuff push out some narratives, push out some stats, they push them out, right? But sometimes it feels like they don't proofread them because many times it completely contradicts what they're trying to make a point with those stats, which is quite nice, to be honest. Which is quite nice, but fucking hell. I hate these. No, by the way, if you're in Europe, right, you have these new corks, right? Ball caps that are, unless you rip them off, they're attached to the ball. Hated with passion, to say the least. I have Martinelli. I knew Martinelli was going to regress after watching him fail to lift his head and only dribble attempt during 22-23 season. Yeah, despite that, he had a good season. That's the nuts part. So we knew what he can do when even he doesn't lift his head. And we still decided to go and screw that up. Lookman is 40, it's 50 million pounds as well, not even euros here. And it's done, and we have good left wing, and we wouldn't have to start Martinelli, exactly. But we are not getting rid of him. That is the sad part. But I would start Trossard over. Yeah, I would start Trossard. I'm not going. I would even try. Don't care. Try Madueke as a starter on the left wing. Try Vanieri as a starter on the left wing, or Saka. I don't care. Just try something. Try something new. Try something different. Because every single season is the same old crap. Same old patterns, same old style, same old situations. U-shaped type football against Park the Bus. No creativity. Midfield is unbalanced because we play a number 6 in the 8, push him up into 10 where he has no business in being, let's be real, because Declan Rice cannot do the things in the 10 what are required from him. Then we don't overlap the left. We are lopsided to the right. And luckily, our defense at least has some sort of a shape, and they are good enough to bail us out. Because imagine, if we did not have this defense we have right now, we would be mid-table pretty much. With attack that we struggle, and if we had some mediocre defenders, right, we would not be where we are. We would be about 8th to 12th, somewhere in that region. Sell now, please. Go on, let us. Yeah, sell now. If Martinelli was a player at any other top club, they would have sold him after 22. Yeah, well, the stake was high. Because after that 22-23 season, Martinelli also signed a new deal, which put him on that 180 grand a week as well. Failed to pass the eye test despite the stats. Big up, Shaq. Big up, Shaq. Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're doing well today, my guy. Big up. Everyone's big up, everyone. You love it. Dio's channel, go subscribe. The Trossard thing is a joke. It's a farce, to say the least. Great news on Trossard. Big up, Nally. I know you're Belgian. I know you love your Belgians. I know you love Trossard and all this stuff. But I'm not so sure. I'm literally not so sure it's a good thing. Because if he gets put on the same salary as Martinelli even, oh goddamn. Trossard getting a new contract. And that's the nuts part. He's getting a new deal. But it's not a new contract as a contract. It's just increase in salary. His contract hasn't gone longer. It's still till 2027 when he's going to be 32. And do you think anyone is going to buy from a 32-year-old who's, let's just say, on 150 a week? Anyone? Anyone? Like, come on, people. Big up. Here's Football Locker Room Banter's channel. Go show them some love. This is Shaq, one half of the Football Locker Room Banter, people. Show him some love. So Lokonga is getting a new contract next year. He already got a new contract. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that as well. I don't even want to hate on Martinelli. I still think he may have a decent career with a decent manager. Exactly. If he was playing for a decent manager, like Flick, even Enrique, let's be real. If he was playing for Inzaghi, if he was playing at a club that utilized him properly and played to his strengths, he actually can have a very great career. He's still young, let's be real. In some sense, he's still very young, right? And maybe if they played a different formation, right? We play him as a winger. If he played, let's just say, 3 at the back and he was a left mid where he was going up and down, he could be actually great. Maybe if he was a right wing back, for example, or left wing back in 5 at the back, he actually also could be pretty decent. Let's be real. But since we play him in a position where it's just not like, come on, people. I know you're from Belgium, but we can't get Trossard at least. Yeah, that is the nuts part. We are getting Trossard potentially 180 a week. That is the biggest travesty you have ever seen. 20 likes, people. Big up to you all. 26 in the building. Let's get the likes to 25, people. Vieira is better than Frodegaard. The big up Pepper. Big up Pepper. That is a statement and a half, to say the least. I'm not going to lie. Statement and a half. Big up Berko. Big up Mr. Berko. Meanwhile, Real Madrid are playing and Rodrigo is on the bench again. Yeah, he's playing against Osasuna and he's on the bench again. And despite the fact as much Javi Alonso and Real Madrid want to say that he fits into his plans, it's quite evident that he doesn't. It's quite evident that he doesn't. Especially since Rodrigo has basically complained himself that he wants to play left wing. Yeah, it's not looking great because he's never going to be played over Vinicius Jr. for Real Madrid. They rate Vinicius much higher. Paixão, Nusa, Lukman, none linked. Yeah, we were linked with them at some point. Paixão went to Marseille for 30 million euros, people. 30 million euros. Yes, he got injured in the first game. Yes, he did. But 30 million euros. Nusa would be about expensive. Lukman, well, we'll see what's going to happen there. None of them in verbal agreement are in talks. Nothing. We didn't even put in a money bid in for Eze, by the way. We were just talks. We just got reported it's talks. Personal terms agreed, verbal, this and that. We didn't even put in a bid for Eze. And we were talking about him for a month almost. We goofed hard getting Lokonga and Fabio, Willock and Hutchinson out of our own academy. We're always better options than these guys. Facts. 100% facts. What if Nelson renews with 200 grand a week? I'd legit go to Crusade in search for Morpheus. If Nelson gets 200 grand a week, this channel won't exist anymore. This will be, I don't even know. I will do something else. I'm going to stream something else, like serious talk. 200 grand a week for Nelson, that would be just robbery and a half. Big up Jackson, big up JP Jackson. When Martinelli broke into the team, I was always talking about him being a 9. Exactly. Under Emery, he was a 9 at times. And he actually did very good as a 9. Seemed more than natural for him as a winger. Thought that he was always makeshift there. Yeah, exactly. Martinelli is better through the middle. Maybe, for example, if we played 4-4-2, for example, right? Or 3-5-2. Or 5-3-2, whatever, right? We're 2 strikers, basically. And Martinelli was 1 striker, and Gyökeres was the other striker. Maybe then we would look much better. Who knows? But Arteta is not going to experiment because, let's be real, he's a stubborn prick. Big up, bro. Kroenkes, big up most wanted. Kroenkes have screwed us up royally. Martinelli never gave me winger qualities when it comes to dribbling, creating. He's always had the fox in the box, good and attacking, space, speed. Yeah. Running behind, off the shoulder, cut between the lines, a lob ball over the back and everything. He would be great for that. Because we have seen him on the left wing, right? He can see the whole defensive line and he still somehow manages to be offside half the time. Like, that is the nuts part on its own. Like, that is insane. Exactly. He proved himself as a number 9, 13 games, 11 goals. I'd say be excited. Kroenke is out. From goosebumps to geese bites. From excitement in the tummy, basically. I don't want to say this, but it's all utter diarrhea. Sorry if people are eating, by the way. I just had to get it off my chest. Pause. Arteta digging his own grave. Yeah. Let's put it back. Arteta keeps digging his own grave in the picture. Yeah, keep digging. Just keep digging. Bigger BBK once again. Arteta has failed us in the window. Not just this window, the windows before as well. Let's be real. Remember the year we signed Havertz, right? 65 million down the drain, waka, and all that stuff. We could have signed Kudus plus Maddison for about 75 to 80 million. We could have signed them both, and that would have kind of resolved two of the issues we had at the time. And that could have resolved our many issues for the long-term future as well. We didn't. Big up Mubarak Nabongo. How you doing? Well, as fans depressed is one because left wing lacking player qualities, dude, we lack a lot. I'm surprised Ted is not shoveling with the wrong face, inverted shovel, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if that shovel was upside down. When he does it, the shovel definitely is upside down. Trossard signed a new deal and left wing coming. Yep. Trossard is the new left winger. Like Wenger said when Welbeck came back from injury in January. Ooh, it's like a new signing. Any hopes of a left winger is John? Just Trossard signed? Yep. When we value someone as an important player, usually means they will get no minutes. Yeah, we have seen that with ESR, Emil Smith-Rowe. He got mistreated hard, and that was pain to see. I'm not gonna lie. A guy who saved his job in 21-22 season together with Saka, they too saved his job to some extent. And yeah, ESR got mistreated heavily. Take an L on Vieira and sell or lock the bloke in the gym and with a monthly supply of chicken breasts to bulk up. Give him everything. Pasta, dumplings, chicken, all this stuff just so he can build some muscle. Put him on Havertz regime or something. Or Miguel Aziz, Cristiano Ronaldo training regime or something like that. Holy crap. Now Trossard has signed a contract. What happens to Madueke? Thought he was the left wing option, Arteta. Well, Madueke most likely is still a left-wing option. It's just that, well, it's not going to happen. People as well, don't forget to like and subscribe as well, people. Show some love to the channel. Get the like, subscribe if you're new. Yes, I hated the first time I got one like that. They always say we have gone backwards as a species. Mikel Arteta out. Yeah, Mikel Arteta out. Yeah, Andrew, everyone out. Big up Godfrey. Hope you're doing well today, my bro. Rewarded Trossard with a new contract. What's the point if Madueke is already ahead of him in the pecking order? Yeah, exactly. So what we gonna do here? We put everyone on ludicrous wages, and now what we gonna do? We will have like 200 grand a week bench warmers or what? What is the plan here? Like literally run the club into the ground so they can sell him or something? If you just don't want the club, sell them when the value is high, no? Saka is never being dropped unless injured, so Madueke signing is stupid. I get it. And if you want to rotate, put Ranieri on the right because Arteta loves that. Martinelli is probably staying knowing Arteta. Yeah, this is all screwed up to the maximum extent. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Dio. He's getting just more money. No extra years. No nothing. Big up, Godfrey. Big up. Arteta out, Martinelli out, Bummelgard out, Kroenke's out, Berta out, pending out, Subgunners out. Lookman came and Lookman, number 10, and left back in. Yeah. Robo, what would have happened if the Spotify people bought the club? Well, I don't know. Daniel Ek was doing it together with, who was it? Thierry Henry and Dennis Bergkamp, if my memory doesn't deceive me at the time. I don't know what would have happened if we had Thierry Henry, Daniel Ek, and Dennis Bergkamp in charge. No idea what would have happened then. But the offer they offered for Arsenal, apparently it was 2 or 2.5 times less than Kroenke's valued Arsenal at the time. It was 2 times not enough. Like, it is actually kind of pathetic. And this is why fans were not pleased with Madueke signing, wasted 50 million on someone who wasn't good even at Chelsea. Yeah, he was Chelsea's third choice winger pretty much. That money could have been used for someone else. Exactly. Could have been used there. Wait, what? It's just an increase? Yes, Andrew. It's only money increase. Only. Trossard is not getting extension on the time on the deal. His contract still runs till 2027. He just gets money increase, like ching 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 ching, bling bling, and all this stuff. He just gets the dollar increase. That's the nuts part. That's why I am so vexed and I don't know what's going on, because Trossard as a backup already was on 90,000 a week, 90K a week, which means his extension probably is on what, 150, 180 like Martinelli, if not more, knowing Arsenal. Big up TK. Hope you're doing well today, bro. I think the board just accepted that they are not bringing anyone else, so they gave Trossard the contract. But the time hasn't been extended. That's what boggles me here. Arsenal have officially given up the top club status. Oh, 100%. It's been a long time since the standards are in the bin. Top Gunners are running the show. It's been genuinely disgrace. Exactly, makes me sick. No standards, no accountability, just pure vibes cartel, and all this stuff. Constant silliness, exactly. 21 now. What's 21 now? Yeah, exactly. Something like that. Because TK put in the chat that apparently Trossard's new deal is 240,000 a week, which seems stupid and ludicrous, which I don't believe. Personally, it's just a rumor. Personally, I believe that he has gone from 90K to about what Merino gets or Martinelli gets. So that's in between 150 and 180. Like double the salary increase pretty much. That's what I believe. But he's already on 90. Big up. This is TK's channel. Big up Vigilante. Go show him some love. Where'd you hear that? Ask AJ. He said that. Don't know where he heard that, but he said that. So it kind of explains the party situation. Now we know why we wouldn't renew his deal. Yeah. 180K. What? Yes, Godfrey. Yes. Bless up. Yeah. Bless up, Aaron. What is the club doing? No idea. Literally, it feels like self-sabotage at this point. 100% it feels like self-sabotage. Bert's out, Kroenke's out, Arteta out, everyone out. It feels like self-sabotage. It's like somehow we are purposely damaging ourselves so the club's stock just plummets into the ground and it can be sold for cheap. But there is no reason to do that, which makes me very confused. What the hell are we doing here? Because it literally is like ownership. Basically, you having a restaurant, you pay your employees 3 times they should be getting, right? You ask basically Burj Khalifa type prices for McDonald's type meals, right? And nobody's satisfied. You basically lose money every single time. And there is no way you recoup it back at the end of the day. So I don't know what is going on here. Niera was making Nelly cook Odegaard and doing well, helping him out, finding space. Honestly, Rangers should be losing 6-0. Yeah, Club Brugge is a good team, but Rangers, like, they were good last year, but it's not it. Big up Eros, Benteke music in the building. Big up Eros. It's always crap skills pass to Saka. Yeah. Spin around the Rosie, bring a ring around the Rosie, and all this stuff. Hit the likes, people. Hit the likes and subscribe if you haven't already. This foolery has to stop. I don't get all the hate for Martinelli. Most of the players in this team have stagnated or regressed under this fraud of a manager. Yeah, that is the thing. I get it. Yeah, we might be on Martinelli's case too much. I get it. At the same time, the thing is, Martinelli and Odegaard get the same stick because they were the players, pretty much only ones to some extent, that were in that 22-23 season, which we have seen at their peak, to some arguably, right? So we can see how Martinelli and Odegaard could potentially be, because Saka has maintained his level, right? Saliba, Gabriel have been the same and gone better. So only 2 that have dropped and gone much, much worse are Odegaard and Martinelli, hence why they get the stick. Obviously, it's quite heavily on the manager and all that stuff, but players also kind of have to take some blame as well, in my opinion. Because they don't say no to this manager. That is, for me, the biggest issue. They don't argue, or they actually don't stand up for themselves when they disagree with the certain decisions this manager makes, which is mind-boggling, because you cannot also, even at your job, you're not going to allow your boss to walk all over you. If you disagree with something, you bring it up to the attention and you discuss it, right? Here it looks like, as Mikel says, that's how it goes. Like there is the saying, all roads lead to Rome, right? Here it looks like every path leads to Mikel at the end of the day. Can I be the first to nominate Patrick Vieira as Arsenal's next manager? No thanks. Personally, no thanks. He hasn't won nothing. I want a proven winner at this club. I don't want any jobs for the boys unless you have won stuff anymore. That for me is one of the biggest things. Could you ever do a FIFA or FM career mode and see if we can do better than Arteta? We could. We 100% could. We 100% could. Maybe not FIFA. Maybe not FIFA. We could try and do FM, but I still need to get it. Most likely we'll have to wait for the new FM, right? FM 26 until that comes out, or EFC 26 and until those come out. So we'll see. Big up to the community for giving us I'm driving. All good, Eros. Keep driving. Just be careful as long as Arsenal don't boil your blood. Martinelli has admitted that Arteta has got him to play more defensively. Arteta ball kills talented players. Yeah. Saka has said this in interviews how many times already? That Mikel Arteta wants his attackers to defend first and only then think about the attack? I'm sorry, which attacker in his lifetime, his first thought when he gets the ball is to defend? Which attacker? Seriously. That makes zero sense whatsoever to me. Saka has said it multiple times. Also, Saka in an interview has said that what's different with playing Timber and Ben White as a right back? With the support. What's different? Well, with Ben White, I have to track back much more. With Timber, I don't have to because he's beast at defending and I can more focus on my actual duties, which is attacking. So that just shows everything you need to know. And when Mikel Arteta speaks in interviews about any player, especially when it goes about Martinelli, Odegaard, Saka, and even right now, after the game when he talked about Gyökeres, when he was asked to talk about his performance, he didn't say anything about the attack. First thing he said, well, he was pressing well. Yes, he needs some things to learn still, but ultimately he did his job. No mention in the attack, no mention about the shots, no mention about creating chances or being at the end of the chances. First thing he said was about press and defense. This just shows the mentality of the club, of this manager, and how deep in the crap we actually are. Martinelli through the middle. Exactly. That's a very good option. But let's be real. We have Mikel at the wheel. So, hey. Now get Martinelli out. He's shit. Absolutely shit. Through the middle, like as a striker, he actually might not be as bad because he wouldn't require certain things he requires at the wing. You have seen that. Big up, John. Trossard stays. Yeah, but it's not looking too good when he stays. I'm not going to lie. Big up, John. We ain't signing Eze, Dauman, Vangueri. We ain't signing Eze with Dauman. Yeah, we are not, unfortunately. Why'd you look at me? Your Wenger impression. Big up, John. Much appreciated for the like and subscription. Big up, people. Do it like John. John is awake. Like the stream and subscribe, people, if you haven't already. Big up. Welcome, John. John, you're happy to give Trossard at least 180 a week. See, AJ somehow has this insider knowledge. Somehow he has this insider knowledge because the first thing he came into the stream, in the beginning of the stream and said, well, I'm hearing rumors that he's going to be on 240 grand a week. Like, for me, that sounded nuts. I even have to take off my glasses, clean them, put them back, and even zoom in my face on the screen. So if I read that correctly. But ultimately, I don't think he's going to be on 240. But knowing that Martinelli is on 180, I wouldn't be surprised if Trossard also jumps from 90 grand a week, which is on him right now. He's going to jump up to like 150 to 180 as well. Would not be surprised. And his contract length also has not been extended, which means in 2 years, his contract runs out. He's going to be 32 at the time. Even when he's going to be 31, who is going to buy a backup winger, bench player, who is 31 years old and gets 150 to 180 grand a week? Which club is going to do that? I have so mixed feelings with all this. I actually rate Trossard in a way. I do too, to be honest. I do too. For me, the issue with the Trossard is that he's semi-inconsistent. When he comes on off the bench, you never know. You're going to get Trossard on fire, like the hat-trick type of Trossard at Anfield for Brighton, right? Or the Trossard we got when he just signed for that half a year at Arsenal in 22-23 season. Or we gonna get drunken Stella Ard Trossard and he's gonna run around like he has got about 15 pints of beer. But this window was just so bizarre. I couldn't see those trust extension as something positive, but it's not even extension. Exactly. It's just salary increase. This Madrid game needs a goal. Yeah, this Madrid game needs a goal. It's quite dead. This Madrid game to come alive needs a goal. Real Madrid are just spamming Osasuna. Literally 78% possession, 10 shots, 3 on target. No XG for all the stats merchants. So literally they're doing nothing, to be honest. They're parking the bus, I guess. So I knew it was going to happen, but ain't no way in God's green earth you think Trossard and Nelly can fill our left wing spot. Nobody thinks that. At least I hope at the club nobody thinks that. People, like the stream and subscribe if you haven't already. See AJ is doing the God's work. The most hardworking mod, arguably. There's no way he's on 180 per week, AJ. Are they really giving him that much? John? See, AJ, John has asked you a question. I haven't gone this down in the chat yet, but if you answered it, I'm going to get to it. 28 likes, people. If we can push it up to 30, chef's kiss, Salt Bay Salt, and we are cooking. Most thankful. Trossard rejected deal in January. Facts, yeah. We presented him a contract in January, even throughout the last end part of the season. Before the season ended, we presented him a contract, and he just threw it up in our faces back. He said no, pretty much. Then a new contract got presented, and we got told that he's not in a hurry to sign a new deal. He's going to weigh out his options and see if he can go somewhere else. Now, with 2 weeks left in the window, less than 2 weeks, by the way, we get told he signs a new deal. Did we put a new deal on the table or what? Just are not even getting an extra year, just extra money. Yes, Dio. Yes. Bigger Prasta Stocks, bigger President United fan in the chat. Bigger Prasta. Hope you're doing well today. Hope that today, the Tuesday, has treated you well. And here is also Rasta Stocks link. Go show him some love, people. United fan. Actually, a proper United fan who calls shit out as it is. Straight up facts. And also was very graceful and very understanding about the loss. He wasn't insulting. He's a real one, to be honest. He's a real one. Game's the game and everything. Like, we beat United in that final when we had no business in winning. Like let's be real. Trossard has done these man up like a keeper. Yeah, he just has put wool over the eyes, and not just wool, like carpet, wool, drapes, curtains. I don't know, shower, I don't even know what else. Like everything. Robes and everything. At minimum, reports are saying Trossard could be going to 240. Can I have these links? AJ, please, do you have the links for these reports? Because I would love to pull it up in the chat. I would love to pull it up in the stream. People argue Saka world class, man, never won a cup, only a plate, and Saka is playing crappy as well for a long time now. Yeah. Saka actually hasn't been that good. His output is just that good because he's that good as a player. Only player in the attack under Arteta that hasn't gone worse, at least output-wise, GA-wise, is Bukayo Saka. Gameplay-wise, performance-wise, yes, Saka has regressed. Not arguing that. But overall, Saka is actually that good that he has adapted to these things. Unfortunately, the rest of them, they have just went downwards. We are really money laundering FC. No other logical explanation, to be honest. Wouldn't be surprised. We're the rich Nigerian. Yeah, the oil magnate from Nigeria. Please do it. I don't want to believe that as well. Play Martinelli and Trossard left, Saka and Madueke right. Yeah, but I can see that. But we are playing that right now. It means nothing. Our left side is so screwed up. It doesn't matter who we play on the left. Everyone is going to look bad there unless that player can create for themselves. Martinelli cannot do that. Madueke, well, he is inconsistent. He is still too raw, and he doesn't have an end product, and he's sometimes too much of a headless chicken. Trossard, if he is on it, he's on it, and he's fantastic. If he's not on it, might as well not have him on the pitch to some extent. He does more harm than good. Well, and Saka is Saka. He does Saka things, and even after coming back from the ACL surgery and everything with the scar in the back of his knee, oh, bloody hell is he looking out of his depth at the moment. Someone please buy us. Buy us. We are suffering. Yeah, should start a petition or something. GoFundMe and stuff. Most wanted don't like me. Remember, KSC values the club at 10 billion. I promise, folks. I'm not fibbing out on you this. He might even value it higher 12. Like Arsenal's value on paper is about 4 billion, something like that. If Kroenkes would want to sell with tax included and all this stuff, wouldn't be surprised if it comes up to like 8.5 to 10 billion. Wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised, because with the PR, with the brand, with the exposure, the players we have right now, the club value has only gone up money-wise. I don't want to give you the Martinelli, Trossard, none of them are good enough. 2.5 billion offer from Ek apparently is still interested, but Kroenke is valued the club over 5 billion. Yeah. 2.5 billion is not going to cut it. 2.5 billion might have cut it in 2010, maybe then. 5 billion, you need at least half of that on top. You need about 7.58 billion to get Arsenal out of Kroenke's hands. Our loyalty to Arsenal is worth 10 billion minimum to KSC. They've done every in real time and observed that we are still here supporting, tuning. Exactly. Loyalty is something you cannot buy. You either have it or you don't. And unfortunately, they have us by the cojones. It's like a new signing, guys. Pepper, for fuck's sake. I think they gave Trossard 150 probably. I like Trossard as a player, give us good moments. You need an experienced winger like him in the team. Yeah, but 150 as well is too much for Trossard. 90 grand, if he goes up to like 100 even, okay, cool. But to start to give him 150, 180, something like that, when he starts to get in the starting players territory for winning literally nothing at the club, go figure. Let's be real. Luis Diaz just won Premier League at Liverpool, right? He went to Bayern Munich. We kind of not talk about that. I'm talking about Liverpool. Luis Diaz at Liverpool was on less money than Trossard has been at Arsenal. Isn't that telling you everything? And let's be real, people. Who much you rather have, Trossard or Luis Diaz? Madueke is basically a left wing now. Yep. Damn, I hate being an Arsenal fan. Barely started the season already cooked. Like, you would think that you are already used to it by now. I'm an Arsenal fan for 23 years. You would think that after all these windows, especially since we have moved to Emirates after Highbury, I would be used to that. I'm not. I'm literally not. Somehow, every single year, this club finds a way to shock me. And not in the positive way as well. Usually, it's on the negative side. Still 2 weeks, the transfer window left. Keep faith, Gooners. Yeah, let's be all happy clappers. Come on, top Gooners. Come on, people. Let's become top Gooners. Come on, people. Let's do this. Let's do all this, right? Let's do this, people. Come on, people. Let's breathe the copium. With tears streaming down our eyes. Let's do it, people. Come on. The whole chat having head loss about Trossard's non-essential contract. Yeah. Trossard could be on. See, Vigilante has heard the same thing. Okay, now 2 people have said this in the chat. This is starting to get low-key worrying, I'm not gonna lie. AJ and Vigilante, both of them have said that Trossard could be around 180 to 250, 240. This is starting to get concerning, people, right now. Someone also has gone live, I guess. The views just dropped literally by about half or more. Usually don't notice it, but I just randomly looked at it. I'm sorry, people. Both Gabriel Martinelli and Trossard both no longer good enough. Gyökeres needs to knock this conman block out of like Oba did. Yeah. Saka is not world class unless he scores 20 plus goals this season like Kenny Kent said. Yeah. I agree with that. But after this injury, I don't think that's not going to happen. Fucking hell, why they can't just do sense? It's Arsenal. If it makes sense, they won't do it. Let's be real, people. Vissa, yes, but Mitoma, he's too inconsistent. It's just like Trossard to some extent, but I would take Mitoma. Is Trossard more attractive to some random club because he's no bigger money? He's on bigger money. Nope, no one. He's 30 already. He's going to be 31 this year. Like, what are we doing here? Witz and Lookman. I can do that. I would take that. What about Kluivert? He can play cam and left wing. He's injured at the moment, isn't he? And they're like, I don't even know. Who would you rather take, Semenyo or Kluivert or Lookman? Okay, let's remove Kluivert. Semenyo or Kluivert? Mitsoma, excellent. Yeah, he's very good. I'm not gonna lie. Zinni, mate, you moan about sitting on the bench. There are quite a few seats in our factories. I'll hell with the accommodations, or the trenches are beautiful this time of year. Bloody hell. Definitely Lookman, huge upgrade. Yeah, Mitsoma is a baller. Yeah, for me, he wasn't the number one option, but if we can get him, yeah. It's because Martinelli never learns from his poor performance. It's always the same. Yeah, and just like Ben White, he was a hole against United, and I'm very scared that he's going to start there more often than not. Please, people, like and subscribe. 29 likes. Can we put it up to 30? I would be over the moon with that. It's a brunch, man. Dude, the Arsenal squad is so short on FM for the usual squad size I'm used to working with for Arsenal. I mean, I know it sounds bad, but from last seasons, he had 2 seasons he failed. Yeah, Trossard signs new deal. Oh, yep. It's funny, if you open up FM, you will realize very quickly that you have to pay Nelly through the middle. Yeah. And to be honest, I kind of do the same in FIFA when I play FC 25 and everything. I put him as a center forward or something like that, and in the instructions, and he works well there. You would think there's enough fan backlash and the questions for the club nor Arteta to question the seat, but I don't think this twig snaps even if we finish 7th. Sad part? Yes. Sad part, that is the case. Might have to watch games in the Eredivisie, La Liga, Liga, but do it. Fully suggest that, Vigilante. I do it daily. Not gonna lie, I do it daily. I get Eredivisie, La Liga, Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, Championship, all this stuff. Even all the games in Premier League, Champions League, Europa League, Conference League for literally about 15 quid a month. I get all of them. One place, one subscription, all this, right? All with commentary. If I want in my language, I can pick mine in English, in Lithuanian, Estonian, Swedish. I think they're about Russian, Italian, Spanish, whatever I want. And I do it because, let's be real, it's not worth it. So it's not 240. Still bad with one. That's the nuts part. Not sure. Check AFC stuff on Twitter or the Trossard post. Dude, I don't have that much time, to be honest. Be live still. But I will. Don't care, Olivia Smith, blah, blah, blah. PFA. I just gonna put in the search engine, but we're gonna be much quicker with Trossard. Not extend to goals. Brentford, Trossard most likely. It's not on AFC stuff. Where is it then? Summer by Munich have joined in talks. I don't see it on AFC stuff. It's just that salary is going to increase. Salah just won PFA of the year. Congrats to him. I see I'm late. I had to create a logo and poster for a customer. All good, Beggy. All good, Beggy. Work over everything. Earn that dough. Earn that dough, my man. Earn that dough. Well, this is why I hesitate to full blame on players. Yeah, I get it. But at some point, you have to as well. They don't choose to sign themselves on the starting lineup, or if the contract will be signed and rejected, the club is handled like a steaming. Exactly. That's why I'm not judging also Trossard. I'm more because if I was sitting here, my boss called me and said, you know what? I'm giving you 3 times salary increase. No extensions, no nothing, just three times salary increase. I would sign the deal so fast the pen would catch on fire. Just putting it out there. Let's be real. I would do it. Let's be real. You would do it. Like, there's no argument about that. When Trossard's on form, yeah, he cooks. But when he's shit, well, he's generationally shit. Let's be real. 31 likes. Big up, people. Much love, people. Much love. Make Gabriel captain. He was a Bozo GM before, and he's up the game. Oh, massively as well. Ederson's on 100K, so is Nelson. Like, make it make sense. Seriously, make it make sense. Ederson, multiple Premier League winning goalkeepers. And obviously, there is bonuses, quite a few of them, but he's on the same money as Nelson. You can 100% strip captaincy during the season. I hope so. 873 subs. Big up, people. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Lee Gunner did the stream about it, finished about an hour ago. I see. I will look into this. Definitely going to be a talking topic tomorrow if I find more information. Who the hell did this? Did what? Seriously, did what? Eros just talked to me. Who did what? Yes, it's make it make sense FC, basically. Saka is not world class. Yeah, Leeds will be hard game, 100%. I put it out there. I hope Arsenal win 4-1. That is my hope. I think before the game, I'm going to have different opinions. Semenyo, I see. Fellas, salute. Big up. 31 likes, big up, people. 32 likes. Damn, you are nuts. What about games with no commentary would be better than listening to BS commentators? True. I use that basically to go, for example, I watch a game, turn off the commentary, and have a watch-along. Usually La Liga, obviously, Lee does La Liga, somebody does Serie A, somebody does a watch-along usually. Or basically, I just have a game on one screen with no commentary. Or sometimes I do, and on the other screen, I don't know, I do something for the stream, I play a game or something like that. Jesus Christ, come on. Ajax has a player with watching for the last 2 years. Watch it is. It's a nice league. Yeah, it is a nice league. Trossard's post. I cannot open it. This is really bothering me. I'm not on an app to open it. Wait, give me a sec. Can I open it on my phone? I'm going to open it on my phone. I want to see this. Accept all cookies. Trossard has agreed a new contract deal beyond the previous. That I saw. That I have it. We already talked about it. I had it pulled up on the stream as well that he has signed a new deal. No extension on the length, but money has gone significantly up. The big question is how much the money has gone up, because I don't see it being talked about it in the post. Contract agreement will increase his salary, but not extend the deal beyond the previous expiration of 2027. Meg, you like your cat. Big up. Eros, that sounds hella zesty, I'm not gonna lie. Pen for Madrid. 1-0 Madrid. Mbappe scores the penalty. The top good are sucking the... Oh, I made it. Well, ChatGPT made it, but I basically put in a prompt suggesting, please make me an image of top gooners sucking on copium tank. And that's what he made for me. I have multiple of those. I have multiple different ones, to be honest. I have this. You have seen, I think, many of those. I have Arteta as Dr. Evil. I have Arteta as John Travolta looking for something. I have the usual one, basically. Arteta crying. I have this one. I have with Arteta crying. I have, obviously, as I said, this. I have top gooners, and I have obviously Arteta digging for something rather. Ben will be on fire. Sign a random increase out of nowhere. Robo had the new gun is a hot video. Ben will be on fire. Basically, I'm telling you, August 19th, Arteta ruins Gyökeres. He needs to be sacked, dude. At all, again, gotta bounce. Big up community. Click those likes. Yeah, people. Click the likes and subscribe. And big up Andrew. Big up Andrew. Hope you have a great evening. Try and relax. No extension on the length. Wow. Yeah, exactly. Is it now that Berta is a fraud? Yes, to some extent, Berta is a fraud. Even ChatGPT had enough to gooners. Basically. I'm not gonna lie. Basically, yeah. But it's kind of nuts, to be honest. ChatGPT can whip it up very quickly if you actually put them in the proper instructions in. Bro, I don't know what the hell Arteta is doing. Might as well lock the season. We ain't winning. Just gonna be whining. Yeah, basically, that's gonna be the case. And everyone say, why are you whining? Why are you so negative? If you want to be positive, go watch Mickey Mouse Funhouse. If this man makes a player like Gyökeres play like turning to Nelly, dude, don't be surprised if we see Gyökeres as a left winger at some point, or Havertz as a left winger, just to shoehorn him into the team. What the hell are we doing? Did we just said we have money? Let's just give it to Trossard, basically. Oh, we have extra, let's just say 60 million. Let's give it to Trossard, basically. It's funny that people say how good Raya is, but when my dad watches the game with me, he says he sucks. Yeah. Raya is a decent goalkeeper, right? The things that piss me off about Raya is the instructions Arteta has put him on when he has to play as a center mid in the middle of the pitch in the center circle because he can get lobbed easily. Sometimes his catching needs some work and he's too short basically to make certain saves at times. You have seen that it has been an issue, but many times actually he's been somewhat decent, very decent. Gyökeres will be another Bentner, dude. Don't put that in the universe. Don't literally put that in the universe. Swear to God. But yeah, people, I think on that note, we're going to end today's stream. Y'all have been very fantastic today. You have done an excellent job. Thank you for all the chats. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being here, for all the likes, subscriptions, everything you have done. Hopefully, I'm going to see you all tomorrow. Hopefully, there are some positive news regarding Arsenal. And for today, have a nice evening. Try to relax. Enjoy this evening. Have a nice day tomorrow. My vacation continues tomorrow, so I can sleep in. Don't have to get up at 6 a.m. So yeah, big up, people. Have a nice evening. Have a great evening. I'm waffling already. I'm turning into Arteta, for fuck's sake. But yeah, enjoy your evening. Have a great day tomorrow. And hopefully going to see you all tomorrow as well. Peace.